me check my audio levels. Put this over here. Mute that. Open this up. Edit. Okay. Remove the restream part. We're gonna put this in the MoP beta playlist. Mute my sound there. All right, this is gaming, classic, wow. Okay, and then we're gonna do MoP beta, Mist of Pandaria. Priest, healer, disc, priest, classic, wow. World of Warcraft. Save. Close. Okay. I need to change the sound. We want no. I don't know. Alright, so let's create a character. Level 90. Okay, what kind of priest do we want to make, guys? Do I just want to stick with the classic Night Elf priest? Or do I kind of want to make a Draenei? Draenei might be fun. I don't have a lot of opportunities to make a Draenei. Oh, I can make a panda priest. I can make a panda priest. That would be kind of interesting. Okay. Customize. All right. Let's see. Let's go with kind of a normal looking priest here. I want to change the hair first. Let's do hair color as like purple, blue. I don't know which one. Hairstyle. I always go with that one. Let's go with the ponytail. Let's go with like a blue. Change the face a little bit. Okay, the markings. Okay. Elundion with two N's. Oh my god, I'm ugly. Shit. See if what Curse Forge has here for MoP Classic. Do we got anything? Do we got anything? Do we got sell? No sell. Yeah, looks like the add-ons are still fucked. Okay, we're gonna set up a character. All right. First things first. Okay. We've got our character. Change the graphics. Windowed, cancel. Dang. I don't know what's going on with my outfit right now. All right. Put that over there. Okay, we should be right there. Okay. Disc Priest MoP guide. We're gonna Google. We're going to see what we can find here. Let's do properties. Change this over here. We'll just kind of take a look at this a little bit here. All right. Need a mount. Actually, options. Action bars. Turn on the action bars. Okay. All right, we got builds. This is a good place to start. So it's saying, let's look at these talents. Roots up to 5 enemies in place. Spawns a friendly NPC. Well, I think I need to disable the stream elements thing. If we're going to have Bora Bot doing it. Stream elements. So we don't have any like extra chatbot modules. It should be off. Weird that it's doing that. Chat commands, modules. I literally have that module off. Alright, we're gonna mute. I don't know if that's the right one. I don't know if we want to do that, honestly, stream. I want the module to be off. Ad break. It's kind of fine, honestly. Can we just... What's our stream bot doing? Does our stream bot have followers? It does. New follower. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna mute it then. Settings, mute. Hopefully that works. All right, so we got 3 talents here. We've got a root ability. And we'll, you know, I guess we could just kind of look through these in the actual game here. And kind of figure out what we're going to take here. We're going to go disc. Okay. So we've got summon shadowy tendrils out of the ground, rooting up to 5 enemy targets within 8 yards of the caster for 20 seconds. Killing the tendril will cancel the effect. Okay. Oh, there's a lot going on with this one. Summons a Psi-Fiend that stands in place for 10 seconds. The Psi-Fiend casts a Psychic Terror on a nearby enemy within 20 yards every 2 seconds, preferring anything attacking the priest. You know what? I want to change my timer real quick before that gets out of control. We're going to do 30 minutes. Okay. This one seems pretty crazy, honestly. Summons a Psi-Fiend. I mean, we can just like test these out, huh? I don't really care about mind control. Summons a Psi-Fiend that stands in place for 10 seconds. The Psi-Fiend casts Psychic Terror on nearby enemies within... Is that the Psi-Fiend right there? That is the Psi-Fiend. That looks kind of interesting. Psychic Terror causes enemies to flee for 30 seconds. Damage may interrupt. What do we think, guys? I mean, the Psi-Fiend feels pretty good. I think Fear is OP, but AoE Root might be something I end up using more. They all kind of have similar mana costs. Well, this one's half mana. We're gonna go with Siphene for now. And let's see what this looks like. Okay, we put a Siphene out. And it's not really doing anything. It only looks like it would apply. Oh, wow. It doesn't last very long at all. Yeah. Okay. This is kind of a CC ability. Put that over there. Okay. Then we got 3 options here. This is a lot of movement. When you cast Power Word Shield or Leap of Faith, you increase the target's movement speed by 60% for 4 seconds. I'm pretty sure Angelic Feather is like kind of the go-to here. And I really like this one. Oh yeah, they changed the ridiculous size as well. It's crazy how long it lasts. Like, this ability seems crazy, man. Priest goes from like not really having a lot of mobility to being like the most versatile fucking thing ever. That's insane. I'm not really sure where we're gonna put that in terms of like a button. Phantasm. When you fade, you remove movement and parry effects from yourself, and your movement speed is unhindered for 5 seconds. I feel like that could be pretty good, but like this just probably outshines it in general. All right, let's look at the next talent list. Okay. You have a 15% chance when you smite or cast a healing spell to cause your next flash shield to be instant cast and have no mana cost. Limit 2 charges. Okay. And for Shadow, periodic damage from your Vampiric Touch has a 20% chance to cause your next Mind Spike to not consume your damage over time effects. I'm probably not going to be playing Shadow too much. So we just get instant cast Flash of Lights on Smites and healing spells. I mean, that's pretty nice. And it stacks up to 2 charges. Mindbender. Grants an improved version of Shadow Fiend that's substantially more effective at dealing damage to generating mana. This is probably like the go-to, I would imagine. Or maybe it's this one. You gain Power Word Solace. Don't care. Let's see. Casting Mind Flay when your target is affected by Devouring Plague causes your Mind Flay to deal 33% additional damage per orb consumed by Devouring Plague. Okay. Power Word Solace. Strike an enemy with the power of the heavens, dealing 17,000 holy damage and additional 3,000 holy damage over 6 seconds and restoring 1% of maximum mana. I got invited to a guild. Inner Circle. I'm in the Inner Circle. Actually, I'm curious. What are my titles? Yes, Chef. Do we have Insane? There's my Insane title. Badass. Let's open. Okay, let's hoping that would work. All right. Each of these talents has its own situational use. And they're all great. Making your choice will depend on several factors. Most importantly, mechanics of the encounter and your own playstyle. Mindbender is easy to use and provides a stable and reliable mana regeneration. From Darkness Comes Lights can provide excellent bursts in mana conservation, but it suffers from 2 disadvantages. First of all, procs randomly and thus uncontrollable. Makes it rather unreliable. Second of all, it does not proc from Power Word Shield, a spell that disciplined priests might find themselves casting extensively and in certain situations. Provides mana as well as allowing you to keep some amount of healing and deal DPS in the process. It also provides a decent amount of mana regeneration. If you're making extensive use of Atonement Healing, then this talent can be very valuable. Okay, we're gonna look at this one. Let's try casting it real quick. Oh, do I not have the ability? There it is. Okay, let's see what it looks like. All right, 10-second cooldown. Basically like a little holy fire. Does it give atonement healing? Damage dealt by Power Word Solace will instantly heal nearby low health enemies for 100% of the damage. Boom. That's proccing Divine Aegis there, and the proc is healing me. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I want to get rid of music here. Okay, options. I want to show healing as well. I don't know why healing is not on. Display creep groups together. Display pets. Healing text. Combat. Enable action targeting. Boom. All right. Okay, let's look at some more talents. We'll play around with all these, honestly. We'll see what we like. Okay. Tier 4 talents. Desperate Prayer, I know about this one. Spectral Guise, your shadow blurs into the darkness, leaving you your true form behind. As a shadow, you are stealth, but remain in combat. Last 6 seconds until your true form is hit by 3 direct attacks. Angelic Bulwark. Anytime damaging attacks bring you below 30% health, you gain an absorption shield for 20% of your total health for 20 seconds. This effect cannot occur once more than 90 seconds. Here we feel that the best choice will come down to either Desperate Prayer or Angelic Bulwark. We prefer Desperate Prayer as it can cause on-demand. Angelic Bulwark can be a great one in proc, so it's useful for fights where you drop below 30% health in content progression, most likely. Spectral Guise is not able to compare with the other talents in PvE. So this is like a PvP talent right here. So Desperate Prayer seems like it's probably going to be the best option here. Okay. Just a nice little on-demand 30% heal. I mean, that's always great, right? All right. Tier 5 talents. Twist of Fate. After damaging or healing a target below 35% health, you deal 15% increased damage and healing for 10 seconds. Power Infusion. Infuses the priest, increasing all spell haste by 20% and damage by 5% and reducing mana cost of all spells by 20%. Divine Insight. When you cast Penance, there is a 100% chance your next Power Word Shield will both ignore and not cause weakened soul effects. Okay. When you cast Greater Heal or Prayer of Healing, the 40% chance that your next prayer mimic will not trigger a cooldown. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. For Holy. Periodic damage from your Shadow Ward Pain has a 5% chance to reset the cooldown of Mind Blast and cause your next Mind Blast within 12 seconds to be instant cast and cost no mana. Let's see what it says. Twist of Fate is currently the best choice in most situations. Divine Insight and Power Infusion are both I don't know what that word is. Although they can outshine Twist of Fate in very restricted circumstances. An unexpected benefit of Twist of Fate is worth taking into consideration. The talent interacts perfectly with Atonement. This is to say, the healing from Atonement double dips from this buff. Oh, what the fuck? That's actually sick. Yeah, that's actually sick. It's at 20%. So I have to target something below 35% health. So do I get Twist of Fate buff? I don't see it. After damaging or healing a target. I mean, where's my smite? I don't see Twist of Fate, guys. Is Twist of Fate bugged? Am I supposed to get a buff for Twist of Fate? Maybe it doesn't work on target dummies. Okay, we'll probably play Twist of Fate because that sounds kind of sick. Divine Insight. Although regarding Twist of Fate, it is worth noting that you can often abuse when and certainly not something against the rules of the game. This mechanic by damaging low health adds in order to proc the effect. This works especially well on fights where there are adds that may spawn and die regularly through the fight. Okay, that seems pretty good. All right, let's look at some T6 talents here. So we got Cascade. Launches holy bolts at the target that grow in power as it travels, which causes up to, what is that? 30,000 damage to an enemy or 30,000 healing to an ally. Okay. This effect can bounce from allies to other allies or from enemies to other enemies. Each time it bounces, it will split into 2 bolts, preferring further away targets and never hitting the same target twice. Cascade can bounce up to 3 times. Deals shadow damage or healing while in shadow form. Okay. Then we've got Divine Star. I know about this one. This is like an Ari ball. Fires a Divine Storm, traveling 25 yards, causing 10,000 to 12,000 divine damage. What's divine damage? Is that not just holy damage? Divine damage to all enemies. And up to 20,000 healing to all allies within 4 yards of its path. After reaching the destination, it will return to you, also dealing damage and healing all targets in its path. Deals spell shadow damage and healing while in shadow form. Okay. Halo creates a halo of energy around you that quickly expands and grows in power up to 30 yards away. Deals up to blah 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 holy damage to enemies and up to 54,000 healing to allies within. Wow, that's a lot of healing. That's a lot of healing. All right, let's see. Quite simply, you should choose the tier 6 talent based on the positioning of your raid during the encounter and type of damage you will have to heal. Halo will work best when you can position yourself at a 25-yard range of players that need healing. Okay. Oh, it does more healing. Wow, it does more healing the further I am away. Interesting. If your raid is stacked, then Divine Star can shine. If your raid is mostly spread out, then in such a way that Halo cannot be used well, then you will want Cascade. Wow, okay, so this is a very versatile talent. I like Divine Star. Divine Star sounds sick for, let's see. Oh, I just like press it and it just fucking sends it out, huh? Okay, let's try that again. I want to see what that looks like. It just kind of throws out a Divine Star, huh? And, okay, wow, that seems fun. I like that one. What is that? Oh, that must be a trinket proc. Okay. Well, this is kind of the talents that we're probably going to end up using. Figure out some keybinds for that. And then let's look at some glyphs. All right. There are several major glyphs that you'll find useful as a discipline priest. We'll read this together. Okay. Increasing the mana cost of penance by 20%, but allows you to be casting it while moving. If the encounter on which you're progressing requires you to heal on the move, this glyph is practically mandatory. Interesting. Glyph of penance, huh? Okay. Probably gonna like using that. Okay. Well, can we heal this guy? Wow, glyph penance on the move. But it does make it more expensive. Binding heal causes your binding heal to heal a third target, but increases the mana cost by 35%. This glyph is very useful in 10-man raids. Okay. That sounds pretty good. We'll probably end up using binding heal, but again, we are putting some more mana cost on stuff. Let's Let's take a look at Binding Heal real quick. Is that just a baseline priest ability? No. Binding Heal. Okay. It's definitely not the keybind we're going to use, but... Okay. And it's healing... Yeah, it's healing me. It's healing 3. That's sick, bro. That's actually sick. That it heals 3 targets. That's actually sick. Okay. Alright, let's look at another one. Glyph of Inner Sanctum. Reduces the amount of spell damage taken by 6% while Inner Fire is active. And it increases the movement speed bonus of Inner Will by 6%. This glyph is very useful, especially for the damage reduction component. Glyph of Weakened Soul. Reduces the duration of Weakened Soul by 2 seconds. Okay. Glyph of Fade. Reduces your damage taken by 10% while active, turning the spell into a minor defensive cooldown. This is gonna be tough. Wow, there's a lot of useful fucking glyphs, huh? Glyph of Holy Fire increases the range of Holy Fire Smite and Power and Solace by 10 yards. It is useful for players who want to make use of atonement healing, who desire more flexibility in their position. Glyph of Prayer Mending increases the prayer mending, healing of prayer mending by 60% on the first target but causes it to have 1 fewer charge. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Glyph of Massive Spell. Causes Massive Spell to dispel magic effects that are normally undispellable. This glyph is practically mandatory for any encounter that you need to use Massive Spell to get rid of certain mechanics. Dang, okay. Wow, there's gonna be a lot of, like, what's the word? Friction on the glyphs here. All minor glyphs are purely cosmetic in value. They do not influence your gameplay at all. Okay. Wow, we're going to be changing glyphs a lot, it feels like. That's actually crazy. Your circuit of healing spells costs 1 additional target. Lightwell. Your dispel magic can also damage the target. Holy damage when you successfully dispel it. Interesting. Dispersion cooldown. Reduces the cooldown of Fear Ward. Causes prayer and mending to only bounce between the target and the caster. The target and the caster. Is that useful? That does not seem very useful. Holy Fire. This one seems good. Holy Nova. Teaches you the ability Holy Nova. Causes an explosion of holy light around the caster. Wow, so you don't even have Holy Nova unless you get this one? Healing is divided among the number of targets healed. It's not even in the party either. Interesting. Inner Glyph, Inner Fire, increases the armor gains. Inner Sanctum. Spell damage reduced by 6%. Okay. Increases the movement speed while levitating. And for 10 seconds afterwards. We don't really care about that if we have these feathers, right? That's kind of cool, though. Your Leap of Faith now also clears all movement impairing effects. What the fuck, bro? There's so much flexibility here. Your Lightwell Note automatically heals targets, but can be clicked by players to deal 50% more healing than normal. Mind Spike, Penance, increase the mana cost. Okay, we're going to be using that one for sure. 20% of your absorb of your power shield is converted into healing. Dude. This is insane. There's so much going on here. That's crazy. There's a lot of useful Disc Priest MoP guide. I wonder what kind of ends up winning out in the Glyph game. Balance builds and glyphs. Penance, Holy Fire, Inner Sanctum. Interesting. Penance. I really like this one. but maybe I'm not going to be using Binding Heal as much as I think. Holy Fire is going to give me more range. I feel like I could make use of not having to worry about the range. And honestly, I can make use of not having the flexibility of Penance and moving. And I feel like I would want to go for more like output options, you know? First charge of your prayer mending heals for an additional 100%. Like, that seems really crazy. Reflective Shield. Causes 70% of the damage you absorb with Powered Shield to reflect back at the caster. Alright. I wonder how good this is. I feel like we're going to play around with this right here. This setup right here. So we have prayer mending. I mean, oh man, there's so much going on here. Your smite spells generate an additional 20% damage against the target affected by Power Word Solace, but that additional damage does not get transferred to atonement. Well, what the fuck? That's fucking stupid. All right, let's see. We got a lot of stuff here. Your borrowed time is now displayed visually. Teaches you the ability Confession. Compels the target to confess a secret. That sounds like something used to unlock some fucking special shit. When you apply Devouring Plague to the target, you take on the form of a Dark Archangel. What the fuck? That sounds insane. Your levitated targets will now appear to be riding on a cloud for the duration of the spell. Your resurrection target appears bathed in holy light for the duration of the resurrection cast. Okay. Changes the appearance of Shackle and Den. Alters the appearance of your shadow form to be less transparent. Your shadow orbs now appear as shadow ravens. Whoa, that sounds fucking cool. Excuse me? That's fucking cool. Your shadow form extends to your non-combat pets. While Spirit of Redemption is active, you now appear as a Valkyrie. Your heal spells momentarily grant you angelic wings. Okay, where's that one, guys? While channeling hymns, a spirit appears above you. Void Shift causes you and your target to exchange appearance for several seconds. Your shadow form. Okay. Where's the angels one? I want that one, guys. Excuse me? Why is that one like not on here? What the heck? What the heck? I can't even get those. What the heck? Okay. Which one do we think sounds cool? Well, Borrowed Time, I'll probably be using that a lot. Resurrection. We'll just do this one for Levitate. Not that it matters. Probably gonna all reset anyways, right? Okay, so we got some talents and we got some glyphs. All right. Yeah. Got a lot of people going there. All right, so let's set up our character a little bit here. We will start from fresh. Remove all these binds here. Okay. And then we're going to go into our general. And let's see. Shadow Meld. This is a defensive ability. The other thing in here that we actually could use is probably Shoot Wand, which is kind of like the most fucking useless thing ever, honestly. I pretty much never use this. Very, 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 very infrequently. I'm not even gonna put it on the bar. Okay, so first things first, we got Feathers. This is movement speed. Archangel. This is kind of like a maintenance buff. Okay. Desperate Prayer. This is emergency heal, kind of a defensive, I would say. Divine Star. This is like big output, we want to probably be using this like on cooldown pretty much. Maybe we'll do like right to left here. Let's see what else we got. We've got greater heal. This is usually my 5 key, but we need to pull up my like keybinds. I have like kind of a keybinds thing here for priest. Yeah, greater heal is 5 usually. Okay. Then heal. I don't think this ability is going to be useful at all. I probably will never use it. Honestly. I think I sort of tried pressing it a little bit. Maybe it has some use. Like, let's kind of look at this. It costs very little mana. And it does very little healing. It might... I don't think it's gonna have any fucking use at all, to be honest. I feel like it's gonna be kind of useless, so I might have been putting on there. Let's kind of look at, do they go over like rotation in this? Turn this on so you guys can see. So we got a couple different resources here. We'll go back. Let's look at rotation. Penance, power word shield. Wow, we are using heal. Very interesting. I guess it's just like super fucking cheap. Is there anything else that kind of stands out here? I'm surprised we use heal. That's so crazy. Let's see what did they say about rotation here. They don't really say anything about heal. They do. Yeah, okay. We'll probably do heal as 4. Alright. And then inner focus. This is kind of a cooldown. Put this our cooldowns over here. We got paints up. Kind of more of a defensive, but it's an external. Penance, that's gonna be an R for me. Another big yeah, I feel like we'll put our externals kind of in the middle here. And then we've got power word solace. So how do we want to do this one? I almost want to log on and look at my keybinds for my priest. So I feel like my keybinds for my priest. Let's see. Let's log over to Kata and just kind of because I don't remember exactly what it looks like. Let's just kind of go check. We are going to be raiding tonight on the priests. Okay. Yes, -2. Holy Fire shift 2. 2 shift 2 is kind of what we're doing right now. Then we have R, and we have shift R. So heal. Binding heal. That's accurate. I'm not sure what to put Solus on, honestly. I feel like we pretty much never Shadow Word Pain and Shadow Word or Devouring Plague. But that might be kind of an awkward keybind if I'm going to be pressing this ability a lot. We're going to have to figure this out. We'll figure out where to fit it in. It's kind of hard to think about exactly how my keybinds work when I'm not directly playing my character. All right. I haven't noticed that we've lost any spells really yet. So Prayer of Healing. This is gonna be a big ability, I think. I don't really know how often we're gonna be using this in. I would assume it's probably pretty good. Yeah, it's still party based, which is interesting. That's very interesting that it's still party based. Doesn't really matter whether it's on the bar, really. I need to figure out a button for this here. Gonna assume it can go kind of like right there. So these are the two new buttons that we have to figure out right here. Those are kind of whatever, but these two right here are brand new. I need to figure out what we're gonna fucking do with those. So we got Psyfiend, which, what is my Shift F usually? Oh, it's Fade. I feel like I'd probably do like Shift G on this. This is like a CC ability. We'll put this over here. What the fuck? We have Void Shift. What the fuck? I thought this was a Shadow Priest thing. What the fuck, dude? This is gonna be insane. This is like lay on hands, bro. Are you kidding me? Okay. I didn't think we got this right now. I want to see what this looks like. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Purify is the spell. Okay, let's try void shifting this guy. We can't. They have to be our party member. You and the currently selected party or raid member swap health percentages. Increases the lower health percentage of the two to 25% if below that amount. Okay, so if someone is at like 1%, I can get them to 25%. Or I can swap it. Dude, that is sick. This ability is fucking sick. What the fuck? Yo, that's like lay on hands, man. Sort of. I mean, in the right scenario, huh? If I'm full health or if I'm like almost dead. Honestly, this is like amazing for a tank. It's like, oh my god, the tank's about to die. Void swap. Void shift. Desperate prayer. Okay, no way. Why are we disconnecting? Guys. Excuse me. All right. So, we've got our void shift ability. We lost a couple of keybinds here. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're gonna put this. Pain sub. Oh my god, my glyphs are gone. Oh, they didn't. They're there. What the heck? Why are the glyphs there? Guys, they fixed the glyph thing? Prayer of healing is kind of just like, I don't really know. Some of this stuff I don't really know where to put. I think this is like, yeah, these are gonna be like my auras up there. That's fine. Okay. Desert prayer be all 2, and I can maybe have a macro that just cycles Healthstone with that. Health bot maybe. Okay. Looks like we're good. Any of this stuff changed? Oh, we have Spirit Shell. This is a big cooldown. Purify. Siphene. Do the CC bot thing over here. Alright, Focus Swell. Ooh, we got some other stuff here. Atonement. 90% of the damage dealt. If the priest is healed, atonement is reduced to 50. After casting Power Word Shield, you gain borrowed time, increasing the wait, where is my shield at? Oh, I guess that's not even like a base ability, huh? Or not a discipline specific ability. You can borrow time, reducing the cast time and channel time of your next priest spell by within 6 seconds by 15%. Divine Aegis. Critical heals create a protective shield around the target, absorbing 100% of the amount healed instead of healing for twice as much. Instead, wait, what? Oh, what the fuck? So my heals don't crit anymore. They just put Divine Aegis on the target. Additionally, Power Word Shield has a chance to equal your critical effect chance to absorb twice as much. Interesting. So you can crit shields. Hello, Luna. Hello, hello. How's it going? Increases your chance to hit with Penance and Smite. Oh, okay. So you just get the free 15% hit. Evangelism. When you deal direct damage with Penance or Smite, or Power Word Solace, you gain Evangelism. Stacks up to 15 or up to 5 times, lasts for 20 seconds. Increases the damage of your healing and Penance and Smite and Power Word Shield, Power Word Solace by 4% and reduces the mana cost of those spells by 6%. Interesting. Okay, but we still want to do Evangelism, right? Probably. Can we put Smite on the bar and just kind of see how that works with Archangel? Okay, we get our stacks. 4, 5, okay. And then consumes Evangelism, increasing your healing down by 5% for each Evangelism consumed. The no more mana return. There's no more mana return. What? So we just get 25% healing though. I mean, that's still pretty crazy. I've been doing good. It's a long weekend. How are you? I'm doing good. I woke up kind of early, so I'm a little tired. But, yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, so far I'm messing around on the MoP beta, trying to kind of learn the priest changes a little bit, because this can probably be my second main, like probably one of my more serious characters, you know. We're just kind of looking into it, trying to see what changes, because we're on the beta right now. All right. So what else we got here? Whenever you are a victim of any damage critical, yeah, this is kind of the same thing here. Reducing all damage taken by 15%, up to 30%. Grace. Your flash shield, greater heal, and heal pin spells all bless the target with grace, increasing all healing received from the priest. Oh, just the priest? by 10%. This effect will stack up to 3 times. Okay, so it's 30% healing now, and it's just the priest. That's interesting. So if I penance myself, 30% increased healing. That's crazy. But it's just for the priest instead of everyone. Increases the potency of all damage absorption effects by 20%. And all of your healing by 10%. Okay, cool. Allows 50% of your mana regeneration. Rapture. Removes the cooldown on Power Word Shield and reduces its mana cost by 25%. In addition, when your Power Word Shield is completely absorbed or expelled, you're instantly refunded 100% of its mana cost. This is different. So I'm not gaining. This is just a free spell every 20 seconds or every 12 seconds instead of like actually gaining mana. This one does give mana back though. But it just gives 1% mana. Which one do we have? Oh, this replaces Holy Fire. So we don't even have Holy Fire anymore. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Spiritual healing. Increases the healing done by flash heal, renew by 25%. When you heal a target with your heal, greater heal, or flash heal, the duration of weakened soul. Oh, this is just baseline now. Okay, that's interesting. Train of thought. When you heal the with greater heal, the cooldown of your inner focus is reduced by 5%. When you smite, the cooldown of your penance is reduced by. Wow, okay. And then Twist of Fate, which doesn't seem to pop up as a buff, which is kind of interesting. I think it should be. All right. Now we're going into the priest-specific spells. Okay. So we got Mind Vision. Kind of whatever. We already know about Mind Vision. Doesn't look like it's different at all. All right. Power Word Fortitude. 10% stamina. Pretty normal. Power Word Shield. See if there's anything different about this. 60% or 60k healing while the shield holds. Spellcasting cannot be interrupted. Okay, so 13. So what does it say? Yeah, 13 seconds of weakened soul. Okay. I'm not sure if that's more or less. Okay, we got Prayer of Mending, which is always one of my favorite spells. Looks like it's kind of the same, except for the glyph didn't seem to reduce the effect. Interesting. All right, we got Fear. We got Renew. Okay. We got Resurrection. Baseline shit right there. Shackle and Dead, which is a CC. Shadow Word Death. This just does damage. Probably put that right there. Shadow Word Pain. Damage. Shadow Fiend. Mana cooldown. Okay, big important cooldown. Smite's on the bar already. Divine Focus. Reduces pushback. Okay. Increases intellect. Alright. These are our spells. Honestly, not bad here. I think we might be even better off than what we were in terms of cast at player Archangel. Why is that a thing? That's not how that works. Holy fire. Okay, I don't care about that. Fortitude, okay. Let me use philosophy enhancement, which is kind of whatever. You got leap of faith. Does the mouse ever leap of faith? Which, wait, do I not have leap of faith? I better. Wait, how did I miss leap of faith? What in the heck? Where did I miss leap of faith? Oh my god, there's a whole ass fucking thing I missed. Okay, how did we miss all this? Alright, so we got shift 4 here, which means we can kind of shift these buttons over a bit. Shadow Fiend can go there, which is fine. Spirit Shell. Big AoE healing. This is a external. Leap of Faith. I mean, I barely use Leap of Faith, to be honest, but we'll put it over here. It is a really cool spell. Alright. What's the difference between Purify and Dispel Magic? We don't use Dispel Magic. Dispels harmful effects on the target, removing all magic and disease effects. Dispels the magic effect on the target, removing one beneficial magic effect. Wait, what? So one is offensive and one is defensive. Well, those should be on the same keybind, honestly. Okay, we got Fade. This is a defensive ability. Okay. Got some healing there. Put this next to our AoE healing here. Alright, Fade. I mean, Fear Ward. Fear Ward is just like a buff. It's kind of whatever. Okay, Flash Shield. Number 3, Hem of Hope. Okay. Put this next to our Shadow Fiend is fine. Inner Fire. Alright, I think we usually have this as Alt 3. Honestly, we'll move this back to 2. Does that make sense? Alt 3, Alt. And Inner Will is usually Alt 4 for swapping between. Alright, and we got Levitate, which is just going to be probably on control somewhere. Master Spell. Master Spell. Yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to function this. I don't think this needs to eat up 2 spots, but whatever. Mind Seer. Mind Seer. This is offensive ability. Mind Vision, whatever. Okay. So then we should have all of our shit on here now. We don't have PI anymore. Got Fortitude. Shadow Wood of Death. We could have our trinkets on here somewhere. Trinket 1 and Trinket 2. In case we have an on use or something. Okay, so none of my mouse over buttons are working. Okay, so now that we kind of have like positions set up here, for the most part, we need to figure out some other things here. So Life Grip, I usually have a Shift 1. Shift 3, I usually have as, wait, where is my hem? Do I not have Divine, is that a holy ability? Divine Hem is a holy ability now. Interesting. So I don't have a keybind for shift 3, which could be the perfect button for Divine Star. Okay. So we've basically got all of our keybinds sorted now. Do we not have mana burn? They took that shit out, didn't they? Oh wait, we don't have a void shift on our button. I thought this was a shadow ability, man. That's kind of interesting. I don't care about that. I have the quest to meet the scout, but it's all the way in Kersang Wilds, and I don't know if that's the Golden Lotus. Is it possible to do 20 challenge modes yet? Alright. So we got a bunch of keybinds to set here, and we probably need... Let's organize these bars a little bit more, okay? So we've got Barrier, Spirit Shell, Pain Suppression, Void Shift. These are our like swap abilities. 2 and Shift 2. This is going to be like basically how we pretty much play already, but now we've got Penance in there as well for Atonement Healing. This is our mana restore here, and then we'll probably have a mana pot right next to it. We'll put it as Q, but and then maybe that gets invalidated later once we don't need mana pots. Something we could look into. Okay. And then, yeah. Let's see. Can start kind of setting up some keybinds here. T, Shift T, E. What is Shift E? I don't have Holy Nova anymore, so this is just going to be E. And we'll make it Shift E as well. We have Fade, and then Fear. So we can put Fade and Fear next to each other. Shackle MC. We don't have MC. What was Shift G for me? It was Mind Blast. I don't even have Mind Blast anymore. This is going to be very weird. Oh yeah, we need a keybind for this Angelic Feather. No more Shadow Prot anymore. So we'll do Levitate. Or look at the cloud. That looks kind of cool. That's my Fortitude, or that's my Levitate. Alright, I need a feather button. I need something easy. I feel like putting it on the mouse might actually be really nice. We might make it like middle mouse button. Oh, fuck. We don't want to make it middle mouse button, but we're thinking about putting it as like number pad 2 for putting it down wherever we want it. We might want to have 2 different kinds. We might want to have like one for me, one for you kind of thing, you know? Okay, Dispel, feather, mass dispel. Alright, let's start setting up some keybinds here. So we can kind of draw a picture in our head of what this is going to look like. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with R, Shift R, all good. And then instead of C here, oh, options, keybinds. So we don't want this to be G. We want this to be Alt Q. And we want this to be Shift Q. And we want this to be Q. Okay. And now, I don't know what special action buttons are. I'm pretty sure that is my pet abilities? No. What the fuck are special action buttons, guys? Is that like stances maybe? Action page 1. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3. Oh no, this is not what I wanted. We don't want action page 1. We want action bar 2. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4. Okay, and then my barrier is usually mouse button 4. No, it's not. It's usually mouse 3. Okay, so now this is another thing that we need to figure out. Spirit shell. I gotta figure out a keybind for this. Alright, and then we got our external right there, and then void swap. Okay, so those are 2 keybinds I need to figure out. Spirit shell, void swap. Okay. We'll figure out where those are gonna fit in. And then we've got our dispel button. And then we've got our mass dispel button. Okay. Target self button. I don't know what I did there. All right, action bar 3. We're looking at T, Shift T, E, and Shift E, in case I accidentally pressed that weird. We got F, Shift F, and then we're gonna go shadow meld there. And then I don't know what we want to do for our trinkets. Honestly, I haven't really been binding my trinkets on my priest, because I don't usually use too many on-use trinkets, but something we need to think about based on what we're missing. Action bar 4. So this is usually Alt 1, but it is pretty automated. No, it's not. That's Control 1, Control 2, Control 3. And that's gonna be Z right there. And then Mind Vision, I don't really care what it's gonna be, so. Action bar 5. We'll do Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. And then for Mind Seer, I don't even remember what we've been doing for Mind Seer. We have it as 6. We're getting dangerously close to getting disconnected. I can feel it. Options, keybinds. Down to 6 here. So Alt 5. Okay, so we're kind of okay with this being C. I like that. And then F1 has always kind of felt pretty good on my Shadow Word Pain. Okay, and then this is something I gotta change here. So I think mouse button 2 would feel really good as a dispel. I think I'm actually gonna shift it. Dispel on num 1 has felt really good. We might end up shifting that. So shift G is what we're gonna do here. Shift V for here. Numpad 2. And then who cares about mind vision? We'll click it, whatever. Okay, we've got a baseline here. All right, let's log out to lock it in so that my keybind's already set. And we're gonna need to make some macros. So let's go get a baseline for one of the macros, because we're gonna have to probably recreate all my macros here. Oh! Hopping on the cat real quick. I promise we're gonna get some gameplay here soon, guys. Alright, I just need to get my character set up first, which takes forever. Okay, so we probably want to use something like this, but maybe not. Target of target helpful. Yeah, I mean, we'll just use this. It's fine as kind of a baseline for what we're going to do here. We also need... Let me make a new little notepad over here. We're also going to need to know barrier at cursor, which we're probably going to use. And then we're going to need a... Maybe not worth like setting up on the beta, but I kind of want a at self macro for my feathers as well. We're building something here, guys. This is going to be so smooth when we get into MoP. And you know what? I'll probably record all of this on my Discord. All right, let's make some mouse over macros. This is gonna be hype. We're gonna be an insane healer right now. Okay, options, graphics, windowed, apply. Okay. First things first. Let's do a... Well, we'll just do greater heal because that's the one we have. We copied that one already. And this will be our baseline for making all of our macros. Put greater heal right there. New one. And we'll just go from left to right. Power word shield. We're going to change it to say exactly power word shield. I feel like I've been saying that wrong my whole life. Save. Alright. And then we want flash heal. Okay. Flash heal. Alright. Then we're gonna do heal. Okay, I'm gonna remove the greater heal part of this. What is this macro actually doing? I don't think this is like the correct thing that we want. I actually don't think this is what we want at all. I think we just need a mouse over one, right? Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. I might have the wrong macro. I think we just want a base mouse over macro. I do like having the helpful one, like target of target one, for some scenarios, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for right now. Let's go into my druid and see how that one looks right now. I'll just grab like my basic rejuve macro and just apply it across everything and make it just purely mouse over. Okay, macros. Where's my rejuve? I mean, I have it target of target. Like, what is it actually doing here? Target, help, target. It never seems to function incorrectly. I think it's fine, okay. What I hope it's not doing is like doing the boss's target of target. But it never seems to mess up, so. If I have something, an enemy target, I don't want it to target the enemy targets of target. I want it to target me. But I usually will just target myself or hit escape. Maybe it's not exactly how I want it, but functions pretty much that way. Graphics. This is annoying. I have to do this every time. Okay. Let's get some macros. All right. So now we got, let's see. Let's make sure it's working. It is working. Mousing over all these people. Poggers. Okay, next would be heal then. No, we actually did heal already. Heal is good. Test that. Damn, heal is a long ass cast. Wait, that's only 2.4. That feels really long. All right. The penance one is kind of difficult. I think we just need a mouse over macro specifically for penance because we do want it to do damage sometimes. I think I even have it set up. So we'll skip over that one for now. We'll come back to that one. Okay, let's make sure we got this is working. Okay, and then we want leap of faith macro. It should be good. Let's see if I actually have the penance on here. I think it's not on here. I just want it to be purely mouse over. Same for power word. Solace probably. No, because that one's not a heal. Alright, Divine Star. I think this doesn't need a macro really. Binding Heal does need a macro. All right, and then we need an @ cursor for barrier. And mass dispel probably. Barrier. Oh yeah, that's actually fine already. Okay. Save. And then new. MD. Mass dispel. Save. Test that out real quick. Whoa, it's got a cooldown? Wait, that doesn't have a cooldown usually. Oh, that's different. Okay. Now we need a renew. Save. Prayer mending. Prayer of mending. Save. Okay. Prayer of healing. Prayer of healing. Save. Don't care about this. Don't care about that. I would love Desperate Prayer to be... I might have to use an add-on for that. I want like a cycled macro of all my defensives in there. Oh yeah, shit. Prayer of Healing needs to cast. I want Prayer of Healing to pretty much always cast Inner Focus. So let's see if that works. Cool. Okay, and we actually want to change this to be Prayer of Healing on the tooltip specifically. Always, because we don't care about the cooldown. Just gonna happen. Just gonna happen passively. And we probably need a Fear Ward macro. Honestly. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, these are kind of whatever. Okay, now Feather. So do we want an out at mouse macro for Feather? I think we do. Feather. And I think we're pretty much good here. Wait. Almost replaced barrier. Wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, no, this is right. Wait, what was it called? Angelic Feather? Okay. Cool. That's what we're looking for right there. So I can place it on myself if I want. Which I can just put on myself like that. The problem is we're probably going to want one that is specific to me. I feel like. Okay. Now that we've got this out of the way, we could probably go through and just like, we're going to flashbang you guys in a second here. Sorry about this. Properties. Actually, I can put this over here. Don't have to change that at all. I can turn this back on. Pull this over here. All right, let's see how accurate this is. We'll go dark mode. Okay, because that's pretty hard on the eyes there. Power shield, smite, flash shield, greater heal. All this is correct. I'm cool with Mind Sphere being on 6. I think that's fine. Alright. B is open actually. Maybe we can make that our feather. Shadow Fiend. So this is gonna be Prayer of Healing now. Penance, Renew, and we're gonna rename this actually to MoP Priest. Oh, this priest. Penance, Renew, Mind Spike, Fear, Shadow Word Death. I'm on the fence about this being Shadow Word Death. I was thinking about maybe changing this. Shackle. We have Shackle as Shift B now. PI. This would typically be my PI, but this is like no longer the case. I probably won't ever use PI ever again. In MoP, I probably won't. But I don't know if I don't know if it's like worth it for me to change that because I'm going to use. I'm gonna use PI in some versions of the game, right? So we could probably just leave that. Z and Shift Z are both res, okay. That sounds pretty right. All right. Then Life Grip, Holy Fire / whatever this is gonna be. I mean, that's fine. We can keep it as that. Divine Hymn. So we're gonna do Divine Hymn. So Divine Hymn and Star, like that. Binding Heal looks good. We can change that to be like that. Mana Burn. I don't have Mana Burn anymore, but we can keep that because we don't have a bind for it. Shift 6 is open. Shift B, bags. Mana Hymn. Okay, that looks good. Prayer of Healing, Archangel. Open PvP. I guess I don't use an Archangel in PvP, but Mind Blast. So we don't have Mind Blast anymore. So Shift G is now going to be Psyfiend. And I really didn't use Mind Blast anyways. And I'm pretty sure I had it as Mind Spike. I have G as Mind Spike. Okay, so G is going to be open now. So this is actually open. All right, and then Shift C, I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't know what I could do for Shift C. I could change my Dispel logic to go C. Like, to remove it off of my mouse. But I kind of like it having it on my mouse, honestly. I kind of want to change it because it'll cross all my other characters. It's like C, Shift C kind of thing. And then we could change Mass Dispel. Yeah, we would just need to find a keybind for Shadow Word Death, and that would feel really comfy. So I think we're going to do that. So I think we're going to go, we're going to remove that. We'll put Shadow Word Death over here as needing a bind. And we'll do Dispel, and Dispel, honestly, because we could even make this Mass Dispel. Honestly, could do that. So let's do that in the game right now. So where we go, keybinds, action bar 2, where it says numpad 1 and 2, we're going to do C and Shift C. Okay, and that opens up quite a bit actually for 1, 2, and 3 for me for my mouse, which I think will probably put feathers, because I feel like feathers, having them on the mouse, is actually insane. I pretty much never use that anyways. Yeah. Let's go lock that in on my, before I disconnect real quick. Restart my game. Do this one. I'm gonna feel real good about this. Classic beta. I haven't done a pass on my keybinds in a while for my priest. Okay. There's no more shadow prod either. F and so honestly, like, this one doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's like already built into my muscle memory so heavily. All right, so shift F1 through shift F4 should probably be marks. So skull, X, cross, square, marker. We'll just put a marker in there to be accurate there. Marker. Okay, and then square. Wait, moon marker. Okay. Alt 1, inner focus, desperate prayer. So I kind of want this to also be like Healthstone in some way. I would just have to change it somehow. I just have to get either a macro. Like I have that in retail to where it's like first button press, it does desperate prayer. Second button press would be Healthstone. And I feel like that works pretty well. Inner fire, inner will is all good. Healthstone, I don't know. Mind soothe, I don't know. Alt B, Alt Q. Okay, so potion. So we were doing volcanic and kata with this, but I think mana pot makes a lot of sense considering it's like my Q thing. And then what's all this? Alt E. I think I've been doing Alt E. What have I been doing for Alt E? I think extra action button, EAB, or we'll just type it out. Extra action button. Okay. Alt T would be pain sup. Move these because I know what that color means. Alright, levitate, shadow, prot. I mean, we can keep Fear Ward as control 4. That's fine. Options, keybinds, action bar 5, 4, control 4. Just controls 2 is open because I want to have some consistency across the games, you know? Alright. So we're moving this. Moving this. This has been my thing forever. Mouse 2, I kind of want feather. Mouse 1, I'm not sure. Mouse 3, maybe self feather. And we could do target feather. Let's see. Angelic feather macros. Okay. So macros. Okay. So we want to copy this and we want to make 3 different feather macros. Let's call this one cursor. We'll call this one self. Put this above here. Save. Okay. And we want it to look kind of like this, right? So 1, 2, 3. And then we want to do targets. And oh, is that not even how that works? I think it's at player, right? Can we do at target? Does target work? Like if I wanted to put one at to help out a friend. Or maybe mouse over? What would it be? Let's see. Does that do anything? Let's see. Okay, so this is my... Let's see what that looks like. Nope, that doesn't do anything. I think having 2 macros is probably fine. And we don't need a third. And we'll leave the third off and we'll do 1, 2 like that. We'll have a self one and we'll have a cursor one. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence about having 2 in the first place. But we'll do like that. And like a self one, options, keybind. And we'll make this one shift 1. No, not shift 1, sorry. Where the fuck is it? Action bar 5. Numpad 2, and then we'll do numpad 1. Okay, and then we'll log out to lock that in. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up. All right. So we've got self feather, and we have mouse 3 is open. Mouse 4, so shift mouse 1, shift mouse 2 has historically been my trinkets. But honestly, I've run into problems with that. But we can do trinket 1, 2, alt mouse 1, 2. Don't have anything for that. Okay, so we've got 3 buttons that we want to find here. Shadow Word Death, which needs to feel pretty comfy. Oh, F1 is what's it called? Shadow Word Pain, right? We could do Shadow Word Death as F2. But that doesn't really fit into other versions of the game. If we go play, honestly, not a big deal. Death. We can just do SW. Death. SW. Pain. Do F1, F2. Change that in the game real quick. Options. Keybinds. Action bar 5. F1, F2. Close. Relog. And then F5, 6, 7, 8 would be my other markers. And I like having my alt mouse ones as markers. So yeah, so like F4 would be triangle marker. And then F5. No, sorry. That's wrong. Right there. F6 would be diamond marker. F7 circle. F8 is star. Okay. And then the same would be true here for like skull, world marker. Cross, world marker. Square, world marker. Moon, world marker. Let's go ahead and just get rid of these here. Moon, world marker. Okay. Shift 3. Okay. Triangle, world marker. Diamond, world marker. Circle. Star, world marker. Yeah. Spirit Shell and Void Swap. We've pretty much got everything set up here. There's definitely some stuff that has room for buttons. Oh, mouse 12, mouse 10 is mount. And then I kind of like doing shift mouse 10 as like repair mount. And then like we could put our like movement keys in there as well, right? If we want to be really thorough, because I was thinking about sharing this. But we need to figure out Spirit Shell and Void Swap right now. So we could put Void Swap on mouse 3. That is like a really fast one, right? Like, okay, we got our feathers. Feather. And like, let's say, oh my god, we want a void swap. Boom. Void swap. It's kind of a weird button. Play around with that. Spirit shell. I almost want to put this on X. Since we've lost PI. Kind of makes sense. Kind of a weird button though. Honestly. Maybe like Shift E would make more sense. Since we've kind of moved away from having Holy Nova ever. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. So like Shift E will be like Spirit Shell. Okay. Options. First things first, let's change it back to windowed. All right, guys, we kind of got our keybind sorted out. So let's reflect that in the game, right? Action bars, sorry, keybinds. So we're taking action bar 2 and we're going to change this to, where's it at? Shift E. And then we want this to be mouse button 3. Like that. Okay. And then action bar 3 and 4 and 5. So action bar 3, we want to change this to be boom like that, boom like that. Okay. That's all good. And then keybinds. Let's fix our mounts. So 4. I don't know if that's all good over here or not. I think so. Okay, so mount, mount. So we'll have our regular mount. Like that. And then mammoth or yak. Honestly, the yak, huh? Will be the new one. Reforger's still broken. Okay, guys. Keybinds are set. We got all of our mouse over healing. We need to get a mouse over macro. I just want to see the exact one that I use on Kata real quick. And I guess I could add all my macros into this document. Because I kind of want to keep all this stuff organized, and if people want to use it all, the 1 or 2 people in the world who would want to be like, yeah. All right, we just spent 2 hours of setting stuff up right now. Haven't even played the game yet. Kind of want to peep some add-ons maybe, because I think Jordy had some add-ons. Let's see, Jordy, Twitch. Hey guys, it's me, Jordy.
Is it working? Oh, it is.
Okay, we're on. Where's my penance macro? Is that the one I'm using? It is. Missed the Pandaria. Oh, we have Priest and Hunter. Oh my god, those are the two classes I'm playing. No way. How do we get weak auras to work? And it has a... oh my god, they have everything. Foji, welcome. Newman, Mappa Signs. So is weak auras working, man? Because we could be in so much luck right now. Last time, I really couldn't get my weak auras to work. I hope I copied that. Did I copy that macro? Let me see. Yeah, okay. I need a weak auras. Let's go to curse. Okay. MoP beta. Browse weak aura. Weak aura is not shown. Can we go to the weak auras? GitHub? We go to their Discord. Customize your experience. I want to find the MoP one. Miss Pandaria Classic Beta. For feature requests, please. General information. US forum. UA WoW source. To do talent widgets, templates. An experience will build our weak auras with changes to this pull request is available here. Okay. So what we need to do is let's close out of the game real quick. Let's go to our add-on folder. Program files, World of Warcraft, Classic Beta, Interface, add-ons. Let's get rid of all this bullshit. DBM doesn't fucking work. Okay, weak auras, this shit doesn't work. And we want to take this new one. We're gonna extract it. Let's just put it in the downloads folder for now. Open up my downloads folder. And we're gonna post all this stuff right over here. And we're gonna delete that. Oh my god, please tell me this works. Oh, are we about to be excited, guys? Over with the MoP beta. I'm getting kind of hungry, man. Okay, add-ons, weak auras. Okay. Hands together. Hands together for this one. Let's see what this looks like. I see a weak aura right here, man. I see a lot of weak auras. I gotta delete all this shit. Options, graphics, full screen. Well, we got some working weak auras, man. That's crazy. Delete. Delete. I don't know why we have all this here. Delete Firelands pack. We're not gonna be doing Firelands, guys. Just kind of go through and delete these. Probably need the Fuji anchors. I wish I could delete everything. I don't know how to do that though. This is hella tedious right now. So we're just gonna go through, we're gonna delete all of these things here. Getting a little easier. Don't have Maul the Dragon Maul anymore. Okay, keys. This is a big one. Time to kill. I mean, this might be useful still, but whatever. Raid pack anchors. I wonder if this still works. Raid assignments. Fuji Priest. UI. PI helper. Fuji essentials. This is probably incorrect now. Don't release. Consumes. Class pack anchors kata. So we need class pack anchors. Not. Oh yeah, we need to delete these both. Okay. Delete. I don't know if these matter, to be honest. All right, let's see. Let's go to retail, MoP, Fuji core for MoP beta. Okay, we're gonna relog. Fuck, I just deleted something. History, 5 tabs, restore. Miss Pandaria, Fuji. Time to kill, auto combat log. I need MoP. Can we search Foji MoP? Fastback anchors. Cata/MoP. Boom. And boom. Okay. Copy import string. Get back on the beta. Oh, this is crazy. This is exactly what I was worried about. Oh. Take me fucking 4 hours to set up my interface, dude. Okay, raid pack anchors. Then we want class pack anchors. Okay. Close those out. Grease UI. See what this looks like. Oh, it looks pretty clean. Actually, it looks good. Hunter. Glyph reminders, speedrun timer, core. Oh, fuck! I didn't mean to do that. This one. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right, and then this is the last one. Must be massive. Fucking locking on my game and shit. Here's the problem. Now I can do this one time. I need to fucking resize my fucking screen, bruh. Options, graphics, window. There we go, guys. We got some fucking weak auras, bruh. Okay. Let me put our raid frames right here. All right. I think we might be ready. What do we think? We got all of our weak auras, all of our macros, all of our keybinds. Actually sick. We're gonna restart our game. And we're going to try to do some dungeons or a raid. We might just do LFR. If we can. Oh yeah, we got to set up our gear, bro. Guys, what the fuck? Almost didn't set up any gear. Maybe like look how to play my class a little bit. All right. I'm just gonna be right back for just a minute. I need to go take a little breather after that one. Let's see. Serpents. Fuck yeah, we want to use this thing. I'll be right back, guys. Interesting. So we still want crit. And haste sucks. Is most useful for AoE rate healing. It can be useful in single target healing. Wow, okay. So crit, mastery, spirit. Interesting. Okay. Interesting how it just lists everything out here. Phase 1 bis. Let's see. So we care about okay, we have a weapon. We probably want this one. We have an offhand. Spell power mastery versus... Oh, it has spirit on it. This has hit on it. We need an offhand. I guess we could just use this one. Okay. Well, let's look at helms now. That dwarf laughing is gonna drive me fucking crazy, actually. Spirit haste. We want haste. We want crit. Probably crit haste. Actually, haste is our worst stat, huh? But crit's our best one. We'll do this one. Shoulders, crit mastery is probably what we're gonna go with. Statistics. Crit mastery. Crit mastery for that one. Okay. Alright. Now we're looking at belts. So this one's crit, spirit mastery, hit mastery. Probably do spirit mastery, which is the one we already have. Alright, so spirit crit on the legs. Haste mastery, crit haste. Probably spirit crit. Those are the ones we already have. Okay. Crit haste. Go with these ones. Alright, some bracers. Spirit haste. Mastery, crit. Okay, we're using those ones. Okay, the gloves we have are spirit mastery. We could go crit haste, or we could go spirit mastery. We'll do these. Alright, a chest piece. Crit haste. Honestly, we'd probably just go those. We already have them, okay. Necklace is spirit mastery, so we go spirit crit. Or we could go crit mastery, actually. Okay, we got 2 rings. Spirit, haste, spirit, crit. I mean, those are probably fine. Is there a crit mastery ring? Don't think so. Okay, let's see what trinkets we want to use. This is a real tough one here. Pre-raid gear. So there's a relic that we could use. Relic of Chi-Ji. Chance to gain spirit, basically. And then we probably want to use this one. That just gives me mana increased. Or chance to get mana. Alright, and then I think that's everything. What click are we using? Increase spirit by 1,000 for 1 hour. The fuck is that? That's so weird. Hidden flasks. That's so weird. That's fucking weird. I don't know if we care about getting our rep up. Okay. Sell everything we don't care about here. Okay. Now we probably want to figure out what professions we're gonna go. I like doing alchemy. But we could just go, I don't know, engineering. Engineering and maybe tailoring. Tailoring looks pretty useful. So we'll do tailoring for sure. We'll do tailoring alchemy, which I think is what we've been doing on live, right? So we're tailoring and alchemy. Did that work? Okay, it did. Oh, how do I have enchanting right now? How do I have enchanting jewel crafting? That's incorrect. Alchemy? Tailoring. Alright, let's kind of look and see what we can do here. We could make this alchemist flask. Well, we don't actually care about that. Potion of luck. I think we're fine there. So tailoring. Wow, there's like nothing here for tailors. 496. 496. Oh my god. That's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna have to copy. Oh, they removed the gold costs on this, so I don't have to do that. That's very nice. Okay, so we got some gloves. And a chest. I don't know why these had a fucking price on them in the first place. That's so weird. Alright, we got gloves and a chest. Put the chest there. Put the gloves there. Those look fucking weird, bro. And then, is there anything else? Pants. Embroidery, this thing, right? We need, oh shit, that looks weird. Traveler's Tundra. Okay, let's buy 1, 2, 3. 3,000 spirit or 2,000 intellect. Okay, we need to pull up our consumes. So, first things first, let's look at the helm enchants. Alright, do we have flask on us? We do, okay. We'll look at that later. So we want a burning primal diamond. This one. Okay, we probably just want full red gems, I'm gonna assume. So we're gonna get a lot of these. Okay, and let's see what this is looking like. Put the burning primal in there. Int gem. That's a red one. Red blue for 120 int socket bonus. Okay, we'll get a blue gem for sure. Blue and a yellow, 2 yellows, 3 yellows. Whoa, we don't actually care about that socket bonus, so we need 2 yellows, which are probably going to be int crit. We need a purple int spirit. Purified. Put that there. Just double checking really quick. Yellow right there. Yellow right there. Yes. Okay. Don't forget this one. Gotta put a... How many buckle? Can we add 2? Oh shit, can we add 2? Let's see what happens here. No, I don't think we can. No, we cannot. Okay. All right. Then we got a shoulder enchant. Then we got permanently into pants. Okay, so pant enchant. Okay. All right, we got the shoulder one. We got the back one. Okay, now we need glorious stats for chest. And we need superior intellect for bracers. Boom. We need gloves. Need to have mastery. Feats are gonna have Pandaren Step, which is mastery move speed. And then a weapon, we're gonna have Jade Spirit. Okay. And offhand would be Major Intellect. I don't even see an offhand enchant. Weapon. Bracer. There it is. Alright, let's put these on. What does this do? Permanently enchants a melee weapon to sometimes increase your intellect by 1650 when healing or dealing damage with spells. If less than 25% of your mana remains when the effect is triggered, your spirit will also be increased by 750. Well, that's pretty cool. Bracer enchant. Whoops, that's boots. Boots, and then bracers, and then chest, and then gloves, and then offhand. All right. So we could go potions of focus, which is basically like concentration. Then we got mana pots. And then we got Jade Serpents, which we have all these already, so not a big deal. We'll probably swap these based on the situation here. Okay, and we have warm sun flasks for more intellect. And then we should have feasts. And that should be everything. So now let's go reforge. Let's go reforge and transmog. Foji doesn't have a weak aura that tells me the remaining cooldown of my feather. Oh, maybe it does. Oh, this isn't my feathers right here, but it doesn't show me my buff bar. That would be nice to know. Like, oh, you got 1 second left on your feather. I guess I could do like F2 as well. All right, let's reforge some gear. So haste, we're gonna go into either. I feel like we should probably play a little bit heavier spirit, because I'm like, I don't know. We don't want to really sacrifice mastery for spirit, but like mastery for crit probably. Just make sure we have crit on every piece. Mastery for crit. Mastery for crit. mastery, haste for crit. Mastery for nah. Mastery for crit. Okay, that's fine. Haste for, let's go spirit. Haste for crit. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, now we need to choose the most important part. The Mog. I mean, we have 0 fucking full sets on my priest. That's kind of embarrassing. We can just go the classic, bruh. The classic. This is the classic right here. Always the go-to, you know? What is it called? Avatar? Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then we need to probably hide the belts. Alright, we need to figure out which mace we want to use. Nothing too exciting here, honestly. Let's go with this. That one kind of works. And we'll hide the cloak as well. All right. We're ready, dude. We got our move speed. Can we do Raid Finder? How do we do Raid Finder? Oh, it's at the city, isn't it? Okay. How do we queue, man? I swear I saw people doing LFG. Random Miss the Pandaria scenario. Interesting. Where does this take me? Fuck. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to be. Let's see. Mistweaver MoP heroic experience. Looking for MSW. This priest. Full clear, need all. Should we try to do normal? I kind of want to try to do heroic. Like, I feel like healing normal is going to be hella boring. Dude, I saw someone doing LFR, man. How was that guy doing LFR? Can do a heroic. All right, we've got everything set up, man. That's my void swap. I'm excited to press that button. For the next 10 seconds, your heal, flash heal, greater heal, and your prayer of healing no longer heal. And instead create absorption shields that last 15 seconds. Spirit shell. $219K. I swear there's a way I can do LFR. Tank or 1 DPS. I want to do something. I want to heal. I want to press my buttons. Dude, MoP is pretty cool looking. Oh shit, what is this, bro? Where is this taking me? Where in the heck am I going right now? I have no idea. We're in the hot air balloon. 28 plus. Dang, that guy is fucking leveling. So we can do heroic and normal, huh? Okay, let's do our dungeon. Okay. Apparently we're 4-manning the dungeon. DBS at vaults raid at third boss. Okay. Well, the idea is that I've got both of my characters set up to be able to practice some challenge modes, which is going to be fun. Full UI, most of it. All my macros. His character is literally set up. Again, I'm ready. I'm ready to do whatever I need on this guy. We got the Panda Club. I wish I had this for real. That would be so cool. Let's look at this guy's gear. Okay. He's pretty much ready, bro. Oh, he's got enchanting. Dungeon. Vroom. Fucking vroom, bruh. God, that's so fast. It's actually crazy, man. Ugh. Holy fuck. All right. Well, this isn't good. I need raid style party frames. Interface. Oh, man. I'm gonna make this bigger. Interface. Different height and width. Fuck, dude. I need enemy nameplates. Options. Interface. Enemy units. Do we have a hot effect on us still? $82K. Sheesh. Divine Star. Oh yeah, I can do penance. Penance, guys. Penance. Penance. Alright, we're feeling good now. I actually don't know where the fuck anybody went, I'm gonna be honest. Did they go somewhere else? Where the fuck did they go? Wait, I got lost. Wait, the door isn't open. Isn't that door supposed to be open? I got lost. Sorry, guys.
You there, in the rafters. My sacred library has become possessed by the Shah.
Holy fuck, penanceing while moving. Oh, this is gonna be fun as fuck. That's not what I meant to do. God damn. Okay, so we can still stack Aegis. It's just way less reliable. Since it's not on every crit anymore. So we could still go in with like half a fucking health bar full of Aegis. On some people. Oh, especially if we get a lot of crit. Yeah. Holy fuck, I'm fast. Oh, I see Twisted Fate procced. What in the fuck? Barrier? For fun? Spell that? Oh my god, I don't have mouse over dispels. I knew we were forgetting something, guys. I knew it. We don't have a mouse over dispel. Macro.
Your forces are weak. The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands. Jade serpent, grant me strength.
Whoa. Taking damn, bro.
The Jade serpent must be reborn.
What is going on? Why are you dying? Holy fuck. Oh my god, this spell is a cooldown. You know what? I want to void shift actually. Boom. I don't understand why that guy's taking so much damage. This shit is doing no damage to me. Damn. I'm ready for challenge modes. I gotta remember to use that ability. Okay. Let's do a raid. Interface. Oh yeah. Macros. So. Purify. All right, I feel pretty good about this setup here. Kind of want to try to move my frames like under now, and then putting like hover over bars somewhere else, maybe over here. I feel like that would look pretty clean. I wish I could like actually get a fucking raid group right now. Holy shit. That would be cool. Well, we got everything ready. I mean, we could do some more dungeons, I guess. Just kind of get used to the dungeon mechanics. Dang, what the heck? That guy looks so crazy weird. Okay, let me go to a raid, guys. Come on. Take me. Take me to a raid. How did people do LFR, man? I swear I saw someone doing LFR. I don't know how that works though. Yeah, I guess we could like work on our little document. Do like shift plus W, shift control W. Target. H. Should I tell this guy to stop prio for hunters? Pretty sure it's crit. Crit. Well, actually, it would be agi. It would be expertise, hit, agi, crit. Oh, there we go. Someone posted it for him. Well, isn't that so sweet of them? What a sweetheart.
Looking to buy?
Looking to buy?
Tell me of your
Is there a reason for me to get exalted here? We'll do it anyways. I'm not sure what the reason would be, but maybe it'd be useful for the challenge modes. We want to test that later. Alright, I feel pretty good about having everything set up. That's going to save me a lot of time whenever MoP actually launches. Then I just feel like I pretty much solved all these problems. In terms of like how the keybinds are going to work, how my what talents are going to be really good. I'd like to get some play style stuff in, honestly. But I'm struggling to get into like a raid, which kind of sucks. How do you get the DPS meter back? You need DPS and a Resto Shaman. How about a priest, guys? At hunt, I have to have my hit cap and expertise cap. Yep. Okay, we need a little bit more of these.
We shall meet again.
Come on, guys. I want to... Fuck. Let's see. Oh, I need like one more of each, dude. Buggers. There we go. Okay. So this stuff, this doesn't matter. I don't know why I have like a billion of these in my bags. That doesn't make any sense. That's actually shocking. That like freaking there's no raids for a healer. What the fuck is that meteor? That's a warlock thing for sure, right? Well, could be a better luck next time kind of thing. Yeah, I feel pretty good about getting all my stuff set up and, you know, having kind of like a nice little UI setup stream. So whenever things go live, I'm not going to feel lost. And I kind of understand how most of this stuff works now with like, you know, what are some of the changes, right? Like Prayer of Healing no longer always applies Divine Aegis. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, penance you can do while moving, which is crazy. And it works as atonement. Atonement's like further range now. Oh shit. My glyphs are fucked. Yeah, we lost a couple of random spells, which were kind of useless. Like we don't have Mind Spike anymore, or Mind Blast. We don't have Mind Control. We don't have Fire and Plague. All that stuff seems like shadow based. And honestly, I have a lot of room. I could like add some stuff too. I really like the feathers. The feathers are super nice, dude. Look at how crazy this feather is. Bro. I am zooming. Feathers in MoP on Priest is gonna be insane. The fact that I can just sprint around like this for so long is so crazy. That's exciting, man. I'm just like perma fucking 80% increased speed. That is so crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for that. Let's go. All right, we might try this again another time. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break. We have a raid tonight on the Priest in like 3 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours. So thank you guys for watching. If anybody hung out, I hope you guys, you know, were at least a little bit entertained. Or maybe it was boring. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for chilling with me, guys, and thanks for hanging out. And I will be back. I'll be back later for later tonight for some more Priest gameplay.